Hello, Will here with Will Folio at willfolio.com, and I want to talk about what I've been doing Weight Watchers, and I want to talk about how that's been going. I've lost 23 pounds, and I've been doing it for about 2 months, about 8 weeks. And it's going pretty good. I don't lose weight every week, but I lose weight most weeks. And most weeks I'm losing between 1.5 to 3 pounds. And the weeks where I don't lose kind of balances it out, because you really shouldn't lose more than 2 pounds a week. But I've lost 23 pounds in 8 weeks. That's almost 3 pounds a week. So I might be losing it a little bit too quickly, but at the same time I was pretty big. And I still kind of am. I'm 253 pounds. When I started, I was 270 something. Of course, I was 297 at the beginning of the year. I did a low carb diet and lost some weight that way. Excuse the background noise. It's my roommate watching a ball game. But I want to kind of just give you an idea of what it's like, at least for me, to do Weight Watchers. I've got the app on my phone here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if that'll come through. No, that doesn't look like it will, but let's go back to, Friday's my weigh-in day. And this week was a little bit different because, let's see here, Friday I consumed 122 points because I just decided to do that. I'd lost 3 pounds, and I was thinking I would just, I had 2 sausage egg McMuffins for breakfast and 3 donuts and sushi for lunch. And I went to a buffet, and I just wanted to overeat just because I felt that I needed to do that sometimes. And it's probably not something I need to do. It's probably not something I will ever do again, because I went to that buffet and I was so depressed afterwards. I think it was an Asian buffet, and I think it was the MSG that was in the food that me just eating all that MSG put me in a kind of a chemical imbalance and made me really depressed for a couple hours. But then afterwards, in fact, I didn't even afterwards I went out to a bar and had a vintage cider called it wasn't vintage cider, it was a hard cider. It was Crispin hard cider. It was really good. I wonder if that's even in here. Doesn't look like it. I didn't spell it right. Let's see if it is. No. But I'm just going to put in hard cider. See, the thing is, when you overeat like that, don't just forget about the program. You have to track it anyway. Here's Angry Orchard. Crispin hard cider, 12 ounces. I think I drank 16 ounces. 8 points. Track that. So I did some exercise Saturday night and earned 15 points. At the meetings, they'll advise you not to swap your fit points for points that you eat for smart points, but I do it all the time and I still lose weight. Of course, I end up not getting down to 0 points that week, but I did some exercise and it says I'm down 21 points, or 21 points over But on Friday, it was 29 points over. I don't know. I think that the app doesn't update very well. I consumed 130 points, which is about, let's see, 130. Let me open up my calculator. I get I get 48 points a week. It started out at 52 points. And then I get 42 flex points. So I consumed about 40 points over. And then I earned 15 fit points, and I think I'm only able to swap 12 of them, because per day you have to earn, you have to earn at least 3 per day, and then whatever you earn past that is what you're able to swap. You can't swap them all the fit points. But that was Friday. Oops. And today is Tuesday. So Saturday I only consumed 26 points, and what I had was all I ate that day, because I got up, I slept, and I was taking the day off, and I got up late and didn't eat breakfast, didn't eat lunch. I wasn't hungry, and all I did was I went out to a Vietnamese restaurant and had some pho noodle soup, and in the app it's called Vietnamese beef noodle soup, and the amount that I ate was worth 10 points, and then I had a Thai tea, 8 ounces, which is worth 16 points. That's a lot. But that's all I ate for the day. It's probably not good to do that, but it was 26 points, so I had 22 points left over. I don't know if that's going to make up for the 29 points that I'm down, the 29 points that I'm over, but we'll see. Then on Sunday, I did better. I consumed 44 points and only had 4 points left over for my points goal, and I had eggs for breakfast with ketchup, it was really an omelet that I had with some cheese and some jalapenos, and I prepared it with olive oil. I used a tablespoon of olive oil, and I had about 8 ounces of pork chops with it. And I had some coffee with creamer and sugar, because I was out of sweetener, and I used sugar in my coffee. So breakfast was 38 points. And then for lunch, I didn't eat lunch, and then all I had for dinner was a salad with lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then 8 ounces of chicken breast. And that was a total of 6 points. So altogether on Sunday, I consumed 44 points. And yesterday, because Sunday I went grocery shopping too, and yesterday for breakfast I had a banana with 3 peaches. That was 0 points altogether, so 0 points for breakfast, even though I ate breakfast, and it was quite a substantial breakfast. For lunch, I went to Kyoto Bowl and had a teriyaki bowl with an egg roll, and that was 25 points altogether. Then for dinner, I made a pasta salad with mackerel, and I had a bunch of veggies in it. I had onions and celery and tomatoes and cucumbers, and about a cup of pasta. It was 3/4 cup dry and a cup cooked, and a can of mackerel that I kind of mashed up in there, and then I had it with about a 1/4 cup of fat-free Italian dressing. So altogether, dinner was 15 points. So I consumed 40 points yesterday. But today, today I only consumed 13 points. And I ate a lot today, but it was like a lot of 0 points foods. I know in one of my blog posts I say to limit the 0 points foods, but this week I'm just not taking my own advice, and we'll see what happens in a few days when I step on the scale. But for breakfast all I had was a banana. That was 0 points. For lunch I had a protein shake with 2 scoops of the protein powder. That was 4 points. I had a peach, and I had some sugar-free gelatin and a banana. And so lunch total was 4 points, because the only thing that had points was the protein shake. For dinner, I had 8 ounces of pork chops cooked in cooking spray, so that was 8. The cooking spray ended up being 1 point because I used it for 2 things. So I used cooking spray for the pork chops, and then I had some gray squash. Sometimes it's called Mexican gray squash. And if you're into food finds, I have it right here. This is what it looks like, even though it may look kind of green. It's kind of a pale green, and sometimes it does appear gray. This tastes just like zucchini, except more so. It's more flavorful, but it's a different shape. But as you can see, it has the same kind of head on it, and the tail. It looks like this, and it's called gray squash, or Mexican gray squash. You get it a lot here in the Southwest. And the reason I bought it is because it was cheaper. If zucchini was cheaper, I would have gotten zucchini or the yellow squash. But I really like the taste of these better. They're more flavorful. They cook up better. It's good with, I just put some salt and pepper on it while it's cooking in the cooking spray. It's good to cook with it with olive oil, and maybe some salt and pepper, and maybe some oregano on it, and you can make what's called calabacitas, which is just cut up. Calabasas means squash in Spanish. Calabacitas means little pieces of squash that you cut up like you would cut up zucchini, quarter it, and then slice it, and you saute it and with some salt, pepper, and oregano. So I had that with the pork chops, and then I also had some steamed broccoli and a salad with lettuce and tomato and fat-free Italian salad dressing, and then some Jell-O for dessert. Jell-O was 0 points. So altogether, dinner was only 9 points. Lunch was 4 points, and breakfast was 0 points. So that's kind of what it's like doing the Weight Watchers, the new Smart Points program. It really pushes you toward the whole foods and the foods low in saturated fat. They say it pushes you towards foods higher in protein. Well, that protein shake was only 4 points for 2 servings of it. And it gave me a mega dose of protein. I mean, I think it was like 1 scoop has like 21 grams of protein in it, and I had 2 scoops. Plus I had the pork chops. And then the other night I had 8 ounces of chicken and 8 ounces of pork and all those veggies, and I stayed within my points for the day. I didn't even consume all the daily points. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, since we went 130 some points on Friday, and then these other days I'm not even consuming all my points. Today I only consumed 13. I have got 35 points left to eat today, which I'm not going to because I'm just so full. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or Thursday, but I'll keep you updated. I'll step on the scale on Friday and let you know. So that's what it's like doing it. And like I said, I've lost 23 pounds, and I'm not going to lose every week. If I don't lose this week, I know why. But if I do lose this week, then that just goes to show how effective the program is, because A weight loss program that leaves room for deviance, not to the point where you're cheating the program, but room enough to where you can slip up and not blow it. That's a really good that's a program for me. That's what I've always liked about Weight Watchers, is that, and not to sound, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but it might have something to do with my being a man, and men tend to have an easier time losing weight than women do for some reason. But the exercising helps. I didn't exercise today, but I intended to, but something happened where I wasn't able to. It's so hot here, and I don't want to, I take medication. I can't be out in the heat, so I have to wait until the sun goes down to exercise. But by the time I was able to do it, it was too late. So I'll just exercise tomorrow, and maybe by the time it's time to weigh in, I'll only be over 9 points or something like that, which isn't hardly anything. So this is Will with Willfolio at willfolio.com. Log on to the blog. I'll put a link to it in the player if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'll write a little blog post on what it's like doing the Weight Watchers Smart Points program. I also blog about volumetrics, which the Smart Points program is very similar to volumetrics, even though you're counting points. But Weight Watchers also has a no-count program where you just stick to the power foods, and you don't have to count anything unless you're eating something that's not a power food. Then you count it as according to weekly points allowances, but there's no daily points allowance on the no-count program. So you could give that a try if you want to, if that's what works for you. But hope to see you on the blog, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching. God bless you.